All right, everybody, we are live. So, first, I just want to say thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for watching the replay after this if you couldn't catch the stream. And before all the fun starts, and I just want to be very on a serious note, real quick here. I have mods in the chat. There is zero tolerance for inappropriate comments, for language, anything like that. There's no second chances. There you will be kicked from the stream, and that's how it is. It's zero tolerance for that. So just keep it civil. I mean, most of you are all friends of mine or friends of friends and in the community, so I'm sure we won't have any issues with that. But just have to say it because these Amie I've talked to over the last few weeks, her and her mother, the sweetest people in the world, and they deserve the utmost respect here. So I don't want to see anything like that in the chat. So hey, Sean, I got Sean here. He's a mod, so you can help with that. And yeah, let's bring on Amie Donald, the star, and M3GAN herself from the movie M3GAN from this year. Hello, Amie. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Good to see you again. And like, I mean, we just saw you. I just saw you 2 minutes ago, but always good to see you. So, how you having a good day?
Yeah, I'm having a great day. What about you?
Perfect, perfect. I have a short video I want to play here that should be a nice little surprise for you. So, chat, you guys, when you see this, you can go crazy in the chat.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
For those who don't know, it was Amy's birthday 2 days ago, right?
Yes.
Yes. So, happy birthday, Amie, and everyone in the chat. Thanks for being here just a few days after her birthday. And this will be fun. So, people are going nuts over this movie, and rightfully so. I mean, at this point, I mean, I think it's safe to consider M3GAN a horror icon, and you don't get many of those. Like, especially in the last 10 years, the only other one I can think of is Art the Clown, which you shouldn't know who he is, and not for a long while, because those movies are definitely crazy. But M3GAN is becoming a horror icon, and I think it's amazing that just from this one movie. So let's give a little history on yourself to everyone in chat and people who rewatch this just for before we get into the movie. You are an accomplished dancer. So why don't you tell everybody
Yes.
about your accomplishments in dance, which are impressive as can be.
So I've always I love dancing, and I've been dancing since I was 5 years old. And I 9, I went to the Dance World Cup in Portugal, represent New Zealand, and I'm the first New Zealander to ever bring back any medals, and I got bronze and silver, which was pretty cool. And I I won in Dancer of the Year for Showcase Nationals. So yeah, I love to dance. It's what I love. Yeah.
That's unbelievable achievements, man. And that's congratulations on that. Like we were talking last night a little. My sister was a dancer, never won any medals, so you got her beat there. So she might be tuning in at some point. My sister watching, but you got some happy birthdays here. Happy birthday, doll,
Yeah.
which is a little ironic as you play the doll, M3GAN. You got another happy birthday. You got someone here saying, "Oh my God, Amie, hello." My friend Sean here, happy birthday. And he actually just gave his thoughts here. He finally watched it last night, couldn't believe how much I liked it. It really surprised me, and looking forward to seeing it again. Right, Sean? Yeah, and I told them last night how I don't sugarcoat things. I'm always completely honest with how I feel about a movie, and I loved the performances the first time. Your performance, McGraw's performance, Allison Williams, just everyone's performance in the movie, and just
Yeah.
from a technical standpoint of how the movie's made, all of that. And around the third act, it just lost me a little bit. And then I rewatched it a few days ago, and it really grew on me a lot more. Just, I guess, since I knew what to expect and the tone of it, because that, and it will lead into a question regarding James Wan, but a lot of his films are a lot more serious, and I think maybe that's why I expected like a more grounded type feel to it. But once I rewatched it, knowing of what to expect, like it's such a fun movie. Like it really is. Like there's a lot of comedy in it. There's really some creepy stuff in it, and it just works on pretty much every level. And um, you also took karate, which you talked about a little last night when we talked briefly. You took karate, and I know your mother also took karate, right?
We did. I think I was 4 years old, I started karate, and my brother also did it with us. So my brother, he's lovely. I love my brother Campbell. He was a junior black belt in karate, what he got up to, and I think I do orange belt, and then I did that. But
And then you switched over to dance.
yeah,
Dance was your thing. I took karate. I was telling you last night. I have at 6 years old I started, and I got a black belt in one type of karate and brown belt in ninjutsu. And I stopped around 15ish or so. That's kind of like when I got into music and started self-teaching myself guitar and everything. So similar in a way. Like started with karate, and then my real passion came, just like your real passion for dancing came. So it's always funny how that works out. You try different things, until you find something that really resonates with you. And obviously, I mean, just from your accomplishments alone, dance is where it's at for you, like for 100%. So from there, how did you get into acting? Because I know you did the show. Why am I blanking on the name? Uh, Tell me.
yeah,
Sweet Tooth.
sweet.
Yes. All right.
Yeah. So basically, dance teacher was always telling me I needed to be an agent and I should start doing some little adverts. So us and telling us, and so we said finally we caved in and we said, okay, fine. So we went to my agent Debbie from Bubblegum, and she was amazing, and she got us started on some little adverts, and then Sweet Tooth came along, and then M3GAN, which was really exciting. Yeah.
Well, I can imagine. Now, were you into horror movies at all? Have you ever seen a horror movie? Or if you have, what was your first horror movie you ever saw?
My first horror movie that I watched was The Purge.
The Purge.
It was really good. I loved the watch. Yeah, I watched it with my older brother, but it was very fun. But I wasn't a huge fan of horrors before, but now it's kind of changed my mindset a little bit. And I like them even more. Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine. Well, being in a movie like M3GAN and becoming this new horror icon here, I'm sure it would change your mind about horror movies. And like I told your mom, I'm going to give her a list of essential horror movies. So when you get a little older, you got to go through that list and watch all those classics, because definitely some amazing movies and favorites of mine, and many others that I'm sure you'll enjoy as you get a little older. Now, did you hear of James Wan before? Like, did you go and just audition for this as a role, or someone know you from your dancing or anything like that, or it was just going for the role?
So Deb, she sent me this audition. She was like, "Would you want to try for this role with M3GAN?" And we thought, "Yeah, we'll go for it. We'll see if we get it. If not, okay. But if we do, that's brilliant." So we went into the audition. We didn't actually know I was going for the role of M3GAN. We didn't quite get that. So and the audition process was really short because we went in for the first time, which was a self tape, and then I got a call back, and we went in the second time, and I think that's when I met Gerard, and he was so amazing. And we came out of the room, and he just said, "Can I give you a hug?" And so yeah, that's when it began. And I'm pretty sure the next 2 days I got offered the role of Megan. So yeah.
That's great. So it was just a role you auditioned for, and look what came from it. Like that's how it seems that a lot of things happen in life. That you just go for something and just hey, and maybe it'll be a cool little role, and then it gets huge, and then it's got to be so exciting going through just everything that you're going through here with the movie coming out and just the marketing for it and everything. I'm so happy for you guys that you're going through just this amazing time in your life. Like absolutely. And so, did you ever hear of James Wan before auditioning for the role?
Sorry, what was that?
Did you ever hear of James Wan before auditioning for the role? Can you hear me? Because I think you might be breaking up a little.
I think
Plus,
I did.
okay, I hear you.
Okay, so I don't think I did know of James Wan before this, but as soon as I started M3GAN, I looked at some more of his stuff. So yeah, M3GAN started. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I mean James Wan has had one amazing career. He started. I don't. You've probably heard of some of these, but he started the Saw franchise of movies. He started the Conjuring movies. He started the Insidious movies. Just all those movies. Just he's had an amazing career as a director and a writer. So just to be in a James Wan movie is an accomplishment in itself. Like with just the amazing career that he's had. Now, did you work with him a decent amount on set or anything, or was more Gerard directing and he would just stop in, I guess, James Wan from time to time?
It was I didn't meet James Wan until the M3GAN premiere because I was always just working with Gerard. So it was really nice to finally meet him. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, I can just imagine meeting James Wan and seeing him at the premiere. That definitely had to be an experience. Which I have some questions about the premiere. I'll get to. Just hopping in chat quick. Oh my God! I just realized that Amie Donald played Megan. Hi, Amy. Love the movie. Oh, we got my friend Knight in here saying, "Hey, everyone. Amy, you were amazing in Megan." So seeing all the praise here says that you killed it in this role. Like absolutely. Who else we got here? Hey, Al, Professor, how you doing? Thank you guys all for joining us and for being here to listen to us talk about the movie Megan. You're extremely welcome. Let me say, oh my God, Amy, I've never ever met a real life actress in person. I'm just thrilled, and you should be so proud of yourself. That is true, Lana. Very good. Craven Steven is in here. Hey, JT, and hey, Amy. Hello, Steven. Thanks for hopping in, man. I know you have a busy schedule, so just seeing you hop in here means a lot. And Amy, I know you're in talks of going on Steven's channel. He's an amazing person, so you will have a great time. It's just a heart of gold, so you will have an amazing time talking with him. And is Amy from Auckland, New Zealand? Did I say that right? Auckland? Okay,
Yeah.
so then Auckland, New Zealand. So we have another director here, Aaron. Nice to see you, Aaron. He put out a film recently that I was able to see early because of him, and appreciate that so much. And it was a very fun film. So let's get back to the questions here. Actually, Stephen has one more thing. Amy, you did such an incredible job in the film. Well done. I look forward to chatting with you in a couple weeks. And I look forward to hearing it and watching that chat. Absolutely. And one more here. We got them flooding in. Lana says, I hope that you continue to pursue your acting career. All the best wishes to you.
Thank you.
And we have a happy belated birthday again for you, Amy. So awesome. And oh, I guess you mentioned Auckland because Samantha says, "Oh my God, I'm from Henderson in Auckland, so pretty close." I don't know New Zealand geography, but I guess that's pretty close, right?
Yeah.
Um, now, how is working with Gerard Johnson?
It was so
As a,
much fun, so amazing. I love Gerard. He's such an incredible person, and he's really kind. He made sure that I was comfortable with everything, and he would make sure that everybody would show me, like, say the blood before going on set. He would make sure that I was comfortable with everything before we did it. So yeah,
oh,
it was
that's great. And
amazing.
that's a great thing too that we see that more and more these days that they don't just younger actresses and stuff or actors, they don't just throw them into a horror movie and say, all right, here you go, like do what you got to do. That I like that they do that more often nowadays, that they're making sure like, all right, to separate reality from this is just a movie and show you how it all works and everything. That way it makes you completely comfortable with the scenes that you're going to be shooting and everything. So it's great to hear that he's that type of director, that he was able to really work with you and make sure that you were safe and felt safe about doing everything and filming the scenes and stuff. So great job by him, and the directing's great in this movie. Like, he did a phenomenal job. I'm not too familiar with other movies he's directed, but I'm definitely going to be checking out the movies that he has done in the past, because his directing was great in this during this whole movie. And Allison Williams, I mean, that had to be amazing working with Allison Williams, right? Tell me about that.
Yeah, she's really nice. She was so much fun to work with on set, and she was always making me smile, and she was really lovely and kind. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the type of person she seems like. I mean, I don't know if you heard of the movie Get Out from Jordan Peele, but that was the first time I saw her was in that, and just an amazing actress. So I mean, that M3GAN the movie has just an amazing cast of just brilliant actors and actresses, and especially Violet and you making your was this Violet's first feature film also?
No, she's been in I can't remember it now. I've blanked. She was in, what is it called? Yeah, she was. Yeah, Haunting of Hill House. She was in Haunting of Hill House, and so I was excited to meet her. And so when we met, we became best friends on the shoot. So that was really fun, because the more that we spent time together, the more we became more close friends. I love Violet. She's amazing, and I guess it kind of made it really easy for on screen, because we were always playing around, so we were actually becoming best friends, and that's what it came off as in the movie, which was so cool.
That actually was my next question about how it was working with her, because I've seen on the Instagram and stuff, I've seen how close friends you guys have became, and I think that shows extremely well, like you said, in the movie. Like, it's almost like you didn't really even have to try, like it's just the friendship was so apparent there, and there was such a connection between you two that you it was just like seeing a genuine friendship on the screen. And I think that's so great that you're able to make a friendship like that that'll probably last you for the rest of your life, and just doing what I do here on YouTube and stuff. I've met some people, friends and stuff, that are amazing people, and that just from doing what I love doing here and talking about horror and about movies and stuff, I've met some of the most amazing people there are that I would have never met. And it's always great to be able to do something that you love and then just meet someone or a few people that just become friends for life, or just have like such close connections with. So I mean, that's amazing with you and Violet. Like, I'm sure you guys will be best friends forever, because it's like I said, it's so evident on the screen in the movie how close you guys got making the movie, and how close you guys still are after shooting wrapped and all of that. So it's so good to see that relationship and that dynamic between you guys. Now, you also did your own stunts.
I did,
And
yes.
now, have you done stunts before that, like in Sweet Tooth, or did you just want to do your own stunts? Or like, how did that come about?
Well, so in Sweet, there wasn't too many stunts there. So when I hopped on M3GAN, it was like a whole new thing, but I wanted to do it. It was so much fun. I think the stunts were one of the best parts in the whole movie because it was so much fun to film. All of the stunts, really, it was just really fun to work on my own stunts, which was amazing.
No, I'm sure. I mean, I always thought while watching movies and stuff that stuntmen and stuff like that, or actors who do their own stunts, got to be such a blast to be able to just do those things yourself and not have a stunt person come in and do it for you, and just yeah, it makes the performance more real. Like it makes it more realistic. You know, like knowing that it's you doing those movements, like the wild animal move in the woods that M3GAN does.
Yeah.
Which no one expects that, and it's a very effective scene because like I think it took everybody by surprise seeing the way that you moved like that. And how many takes did that take? Was there any certain scenes that took a decent amount of takes or were challenging to get down for you, or
I'm not too sure how many takes it took in the forest, but that running scene was the very first scene that we filmed on M3GAN. So it
oh,
was, so as soon as we started, that's what, and it was funny because we were doing a take and the camera ripped, and I ran into the camera, so that was pretty scary, but it was really funny.
I hope you didn't hurt yourself, right? Or what, you just ran into the
Right.
camera? All right, good. That's the downside of doing stunts sometimes. I mean, luckily there weren't too many dangerous stunts or anything like that here, but that's the thing with professional stuntmen and stuff like that, is that they risk getting hurt sometimes. But just the whole look of that I don't even know what to call it, like animalistic crawl run is the best way I can describe it. It's so effective and it looks so cool in that scene, and the way that they shot it and the way you performed it. It's a creepy scene. Like it's very, very effective. What were your favorite scenes to film? Or if you had to pick just one, even as your absolute favorite scene to do?
I reckon my favorite scene would definitely be the dancing. That was the funnest to film because I got to work with my dance teacher. She did the choreography for the dance, so
Okay.
I'm happy that I got to do something with her while filming. That was amazing, and I just remember when we were doing the dance, I could hear people on the radio, and they were like, "Everybody, come here, check this out!" And they were calling over people to come watch the dance. It was yeah.
No, I can imagine that, and I think it shows of how much fun that it was your favorite scene to shoot, because just look at how popular that dance got when we were talking a little before we went live, of just how viral that dance has gone, with just on TikTok and all social media, just people all doing that dance. I've seen videos of like 6, 7 girls dressed up just like M3GAN, like doing the same dance in sync with each other and stuff. So I mean, how many scenes shots did that take? Was that a one shot thing? I mean, knowing how great you are with dance.
I think it was 4 or 5 takes. I think it was
Okay.
4 takes for that scene, but it was
Was it the same dance each time, or were you able to like improvise a bit? Or
yeah. So they did the same dance, but for the rehearsal they did the dance without the aerial in it. But it was because so when we filmed it, I think everyone was a bit shocked that I did a flip. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
no, that's awesome. And just like I said, just the fact that not even just the movie being such a huge hit and being everywhere on social media, but that just having, in addition to that one little scene with the dance, and that you were able to. Now, did Gerard actually put that in there because knowing your dance history?
Yeah,
Okay.
so he was watching all of my videos of me dancing, and then over time he was looking at it and he was really amazed. So one day he just decided, let's put a dance in there, and he was like, would you think your dance teacher would be available? And so that's where it all started.
And that's great too that you were able, like you said, that you were able to have your dance teacher that I'm sure you've known for so long to be able to come in working, in this movie you're working on and be able to be the choreographer for that scene and stuff. So you're taking the relationships that you have with her and being able to meld it with the new relationships you were forming while making the movie and to make this iconic scene in the movie. So that had to
Yeah.
just be amazing just doing that, just to have your choreographer there to work with, like during all this filming of that scene. Like, and like I said, it shows like it's just, you can tell you were having a blast doing that. And for people who haven't seen the movie, I don't want to spoil all the dance, but do you think you can do that awesome flip cartwheel? Everybody here, I'm sure they'd
Yeah.
love to do that. This is unreal how people can do this. That is awesome, guys.
Thank
That was Amie Donald doing a flip cartwheel, and it is just blows my mind every time I see that because I can't do that like at all. So I'd fall right on my head, and there would be no more JT. So just the fact that you're able to do that is brilliant, and the way that it looks in the film and it was shot, awesome stuff. Now, the first time you saw the finished film, was it at the premiere, or did you get to see it before that? It was at the premiere.
Yeah, it
Well,
was at the
seeing it for the first time.
it was really crazy because I thought they did an amazing job with pairing my acting with Jenna Davis's voice. I thought they did an amazing job there. I thought that was really good, and I was really surprised of what it looked like all put together because I guess you get to see all the behind the scenes, so it's kind of like because we also film it out of order, so when it's put together, you like
Yeah.
ah understand
Yeah,
more.
this is why this happened, and this is why this was shot before that. It's like a little puzzle, and all the puzzle pieces come together. That and actually bringing up Jenna is her first name, right? Jenna Davis. Bringing her up. How much? So I'm guessing when you were filming all your scenes as Megan, you were giving the dialogue, right?
Yes.
Then they overdid and ADR'd it in with Jenna's voice in post production. So it's got to still be fun, like just doing like saying all those lines and being able to really like bring Megan to life. And before they put in, the voice to make it sound more androidish, because I couldn't think of any other way they would do it. Because just for timing of the other actors interacting with you and stuff, you're going to be up saying the lines. But I think she did a great job too with her voice. Now, with that brings me to the whole walk and movement of Megan as an android. How did you go about that? Like, I'm sure you might have people teaching you how to move a certain way, and like explain that whole process for everybody of how to become an android on
So
set.
yeah, so I had my two movement coaches, Luke Hawker and Jed Brophy. They taught me the basics of how to walk like a robot. They showed we are like arm placements are very important because I mean they told me if you look at people walking on the street, you can kind of like see how different they are to how a robot would walk. And I watched Luke Hawker's I Am Mother movie when he was mother and he was the robot. So he taught me a lot from what he learned in his movie. So I thought that was pretty awesome. Yeah. So he trained me to be Megan.
Just, I guess, yeah, right. To just, I guess it's just what in the way you move your arms, the way you walk, and just there's probably a million different little nuances and stuff to each little movement you do. And it, did they digitally touch it up at all? Maybe a little, probably, but it seems like most of it's you like doing.
I think they did do a little bit of it digitally for the face movement because they had different dolls that they created. The McGraw team they created and they did an amazing job. And so they'd have a shot of her moving her mouth with a robot, and then they'd cut her face out and put it onto mine. I thought that was pretty cool. They also had a couple of scenes when they had the robot and my arm through her sleeve, so I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, that was in the scene when we were playing tic-tac-toe. I was underneath the table with my arm through the sleeve.
And it must be cool seeing all the tricks and stuff that they use in filmmaking, right? Like I've always been a fan of like 80s movies when they had before the CGI and all that, and it's all practical effects, and everything that you would see like in monster movies or anything like that was all happening right there on the set. Like there was no computers and stuff, so it's like it gives a more genuine reaction for even the actors that are, instead of being in front of a green screen. And like the movies today, like Transformers and the Avengers movies, superhero movies, a lot of it they're just in front of a green screen, so it's hard to like imagine that something is happening when you're just looking at a screen. Back when they would do those practical effects and stuff, like it's right there on the set with you, so it definitely gives a much better reaction and gets a better performance out of the actors and actresses. They get to actually just see it right there in front of them. It looks a lot more realistic. So it's cool getting to learn all those little tricks of the trade and stuff that they use. That's awesome. Now, do you have a desire to be in any other horror movies in the future? I'm guessing the answer might be yes.
Yeah, I'd love to do more horror in the future. I think that's awesome. Yeah.
That would be great, and I would absolutely check out whatever ones you are in, because and I mean you are, like I said, with Megan being a horror icon already at this point. Trust me, there's gonna be offers. You're gonna just keep going up from here, like 100%. And just if you want to stick in with some horror movies and stuff, like I think you can bring a lot of great stuff to the genre. That is at this point, like, and even this movie is like a fresh breath of fresh air, because it's been pretty stagnant in the horror community, like with movies in the last decade or so. I mean, there's great ones every year here and there, but as a whole, like especially mainstream movies, I feel like I don't know, like there's just not like classic big movies as much as there used to be, but just having how big this movie was and continues to be, and the fact that you're already being compared to Chucky and stuff. I don't know, Chucky, I'm sure, right? Everybody knows Chucky, but I don't see that comparison just because. And I love the Child's Play franchise. Well, Chucky, like it's one of my favorite franchises in horror, and I don't see the comparison because I see with Megan, she really does have like a human side.
Yeah.
Like you can see humanity like in her a bit. Like she's not just like a pure evil doll like Chucky is. Like you can see, and much of this is from your performance and everything, and your chemistry with Allison Williams, and especially with Violet and everything, that you can see that she's not a bad android like Megan. She's just doing what she was programmed to do, which is to protect Katie at all costs. So she's really not doing anything wrong. I mean, the way she's going about it is definitely not the right thing. But I look at her as she has a definite human side to her, and emotions and stuff that you just don't see in like these type of movies, like with artificial intelligence, and like I said, with Chucky, with the dolls and all those type of killer doll movies and stuff like that. There's just a human nature to her that between Jenna Davis with the voice and your performance and bringing her to life and everything, that just, I think that's a big reason why it's resonating with so many people and why it's becoming such a huge hit, and that people are already saying that M3GAN is a horror icon, and I agree. Like, and it's got to feel amazing just being part of this whole project and stuff, and just going along for the ride, and not knowing what's happening next, but just knowing that no matter what it is, it's going to be up from here. It's going to be fun as can be, and I think you guys are just in for the time of your lives moving forward. Like, this is so exciting, and you guys deserve all the praise that you guys are getting for this movie, and all the praise that you're getting for your performance. Like, 100% deserves. I can't stress that enough, and I know almost everybody in the chat or who's seen the movie would agree with that. And before I jump in chat and see what questions they've been asking, not that I'm ignoring you, chat, I love you. I believe you have 2 props here that you so kindly was able to bring, and if you want to show them off here to chat. She has a mask.
I have the practice M3GAN mask. This is what I used to rehearse in, and when I was first getting used to the mask, this is what I would wear, and I wear it around the house just to get used to it. And yeah, it's pretty creepy because it doesn't have any paint yet, but
Oh yeah, no, it's creepy.
yeah. Yeah,
And then
the next thing
implement of wrongdoing by M3GAN, the paper cutter. That is awesome. Now, how is filming that scene? Like right after the dance, because that's a pretty crazy scene it gets.
Yeah, it was really fun filming that scene because when it was the scene with Ronnie, and that scene was the first time I met him, and I thought it was really awesome that we got to have a blade and work with it in the scene. And they actually glued it back onto the guillotine for me to snap off. And I accidentally glued the whole guillotine out once, so they had to take the glue off, try it again until we finally got it off. And yeah, I got to keep the blade that I used, so that was pretty awesome.
Great. And that's something you'll treasure forever, and you'll always have, and you'll always be able to say, these are from the amazing memories and stuff that I had doing my first feature film. So that's great that you were able to keep those items there. Let's go and chat and see the questions they've been dropping, because I've been seeing some and ignoring them. So let me see. I read that. This is about Auckland, New Zealand, which I read. This person said here, M3GAN still is slaying my mind, how amazing it was. My boy Sean here, that's so cool, Amy, that you're getting into horror. So definitely, like I said, I'm giving you on that list. And you're gonna watch some classic horror movies in the next few years. All right, this is where I left off here. Matt, I can't answer this question. I can't talk about or ask about the sequel. So apologies. Just something that we cannot talk about at this time. I just wanted to address your question, just so you didn't think I skipped over it. She says, I was so shocked when I saw that Amie played M3GAN. I love her. James Wan. Sean says, yep, got to get them stunt credits. Lana just said, I just watched the trailer for your movie and you are so very talented. Thank you. She definitely is. And you should definitely check out the full movie and you will see a lot more of that talent for sure. Let's see. Here's a question from my boy Noel. And thank you so much, Noel, for making a live stream before this and plugging in this interview and everything. You're an awesome friend, and thanks so much for supporting the channel and doing that. What other horror character would Amie love to see M3GAN meet and interact with, and why?
Oh,
Now,
I think either Chucky or It, because I think it would be two completely different like characters trying to meet each other, and I think it would be so funny to see how they would interact with each other. So
I agree. I think that would be Chucky and M3GAN together, with, and people are talking about it left and right and stuff. But I think that would be a nice pairing to see, just from how different they are, and seeing the way that they interact with each other, and just knowing how Chucky is, and just be like, "Who's this robot?" or something like that. And then just the way that they meet each other, just to see them meet would be hilarious for me, and I'm sure many would love to see that. And Pennywise from It is my favorite Stephen King book. If you ever get a chance to read the book, I highly suggest it, because it is an amazing book, and they did a great job with the movies too. And that would be interesting to see Pennywise the clown meet M3GAN. Like anyone who's I know we had Aaron in here earlier, director. Anyone else who's writing a film, get on that. Let's get Pennywise and M3GAN together in a movie, and work on a story for that. Hobbs, thanks for joining, Hobbs. The choreography was amazing. M3GAN, very creepy. Yes, indeed it is. And some of the shots of just you and as M3GAN are very creepy. And that's what I think goes back to that whole, like, this human side that she has, is that she can be adorable sometimes as an android like this. Then she can just look terrifying in the next scene. And like just the way that it can go back and forth like that. Very, very well done, like by everybody involved, with your performance, with Jenna Davis's voice, with the way that it was directed and shot. Just amazing, amazing stuff. Lana says, incredible, Amie. Where was the movie filmed? In New Zealand? Is Samantha's question.
I think it was filmed at the Ace Showgrounds. Yeah,
In New Zealand.
in New Zealand.
So it was filmed in New Zealand. Okay. Hey, Gincher, sorry. Don't be sorry for being late. That's what the replays are for. I'm guessing this was for your cartwheel flip. That's so cool, and she did it like it was nothing. Yep, that's why it's unreal. It just does it like it's nothing. Let's see here. No, the dance was definitely an iconic moment, but the slow walk while the guy was running really got me laughing. Yeah, and Amie said even a little bit ago that just to go from that awesome, funny scene with the dance to how kind of brutal it gets, like right after that, like is just a great like contrast and stuff, from going from a lighthearted scene in this, it's all in the same scene basically. So just going from a lighthearted thing with the dance to just, and you can see it as soon as you pick up the knife thing and get like ready with it, you could see her tone change, M3GAN's tone change completely. And it's like, all right, now no more fun games. Now it's time to take care of business. And I think that it works amazing in that. It's very effective. Amie, just from Brittany. Amie, you're so amazingly talented, and I've seen the movie 4 times now. I am so proud of you. So thank you, Brittany. That's great. Funko says, hey JT, hey Funko. Let's see, any more questions? Professor, nice to see you. She really did an amazing job. Hopefully this is the start of a great career for her. And I guarantee it is. Like, I'm usually not wrong with gut instincts. This is definitely, it's only going up from here, Amie. I can pretty much promise you that, especially with your performance in this. Samantha wants to know which part of Auckland was the movie filmed. Now, I don't know if it was in Auckland, or I know it was New Zealand, you said.
Yeah, it was Green Lake.
Okay. So, yes, that is your answer, Samantha. A lot of Chucky stuff. Well, who does Amie think would win in a fight between M3GAN and Chucky, and why?
I reckon it would be an. I think M3GAN would win. Because she's really intelligent. So she has a lot of she's got a lot of strength in her because, as it was shown, she is made of a little bit of titanium. So that was pretty cool. So she is quite strong and
Yeah, she's very strong android for sure. So I might agree with. I might say Megan might be able to overtake Chucky for sure. I mean, Chucky's just stuffing and plastic, rubber, and I mean, and Megan is a full-on robot and android and with insane strength, and like you said, very intelligent. So thinking she might have the hands up there. Um, Let's see. Hobbs said, absolutely love practical effects. The Thing is one of my favorite movies of all time. Hobbs, it is my favorite movie of all time. And that's going on the list for sure. John Carpenter's The Thing. You want to see amazing tricks of the trade and stuff like that. And that's the movie right there. Like, it's unbelievable the work they do in that movie. Sean said it looks like Sunny Hill is awesome. Well, we have settled the location. I saw Amie is coming to Monster Mania in New Jersey in March. Is she excited about that?
I'm very excited.
Nice. And actually, New Jersey is not far from me. I'm in New York. So it's next state over. And that'll be fun. So Monster Mania, when is March? March what? I guess one of the weekends in March is in March.
Yeah, I think so. One of the
Nice.
weekends. Yeah.
Is it going to be you and some other of the cast members, or?
I don't think so. I'm not too sure.
That'll be cool. And if anything, it'll be able to focus on you, as Megan. So that'll be great. Peggy here says the horror community loves you. So, yep, absolutely horror icon at this point. Let's see. I'm going to probably not get to every question here because there are a lot. Carrie says this is such a heartwarming interview. Well, thanks, Carrie. And, I mean, thank Amie and her mother for primarily. It's absolute honor to have you on and to talk to your mother and everything. You guys are the sweetest people. And good question. Someone says, I really hope Amie returns for the sequel. Can't talk the sequel, but I hope to. I still can't believe she did that move on the stream, the cartwheel. Yeah, it's unreal. Like it really is. Like I can only how long have you been able to do that cartwheel? You must have learned that really young, right?
Yeah, I think at 6 years old, so quite a long
Yeah.
time now.
It's second nature to you at this point. It's like, oh, do it? Yeah, sure. And you could probably do like 5 in a row. Like just keep on going with it. And someone Hobbs also said about Chucky, saying, I don't do the comparison. Also, Megan was more of its own movie. I agree. Absolutely. Amie just won me over because she's wearing a shirt with Marilyn Monroe on it. Carrie said. That is awesome. I actually did not notice that until just now, Carrie. That is awesome. Creeping. This is in reaction to the paper cutter. Oh my God, Megan's weapon of choice. That is awesome. Will Amie be at Scarefest in Lexington, Kentucky this year?
I'm not sure.
Not sure, no, but I'm sure we will find out somehow if she is. And we're just having to keep that. Just see all the praise and stuff that you're getting here. It's the best part, you know. It's just to be able to work on something that you really enjoyed, and after you first saw the movie, seeing how amazing it was put together, the finished product and stuff, and now just to hear and see just all the love come your way for working on this movie, and just relish in it, like to just enjoy every second, because that's really the best thing to do. It's just, you know, you're going to have all of these people that are huge fans, and just being able to interact with them and talk with them and do more things in the future or future projects and stuff. That's what's going to keep people gravitating your way and stuff and following your career. And again, I just can't be happier for you and with everything going on here with the movie. And I know working on another season, right, of Sweet Tooth is the only really future project we can talk about, right? Is the second season of Sweet Tooth.
Yeah.
When is that filmed or is it not filmed yet or when is it supposed to be done released or
I think it's supposed to be released in
Wait,
yes,
somewhere around June.
June. But yeah, it has been filmed, and I'm excited for it.
nice? So then you have another thing filmed and just going to be awesome when it releases to see the reaction to that. I got to watch the first season. That's what I got to do. I got to find it, watch that first one, so when the second one comes out, I know what's going on and I can definitely follow that. Brittany said, "Did Amie get hurt at all doing any of the stunts in M3GAN?" No, luckily, thank God she didn't. This one we asked already. That slow walk after the dance gave me Michael Myers vibes from Halloween, another favorite movie of mine. Outfit use. Does anyone here, Ghosty, does anyone know the exact type of shoe the M3GAN outfit uses? Do you happen to know the shoe that M3GAN wears? No chance, Amy.
The Mary Jane shoe.
It is a Mary Jane shoe, Ghosty. And I like the name, Ghosty Toasty. That is a cool name. That's a good idea, Carrie. Actually, I'd rather see Tiffany from Bride of Chucky, Chucky's wife, versus M3GAN. That would be an interesting one for sure. That would definitely be an interesting premise there. Here's one from Samira, sorry. Amie, if you can have an actual M3GAN doll, would you keep it?
I would. 100%.
Yeah, that just seems like an obvious one. And obviously, I would keep one too if I had a M3GAN doll. That would be. I wonder. Do you know if they're making any dolls of M3GAN? It seems like a cool thing that they should, like they would do.
I hope they do, but I don't know at the moment. So.
Well, if they do, then you know that you have the right to go to that company and be like, "I'm M3GAN. I get the first one off the assembly line." So you have that trump card you could play. You get to say, "M3GAN, right here. I want that doll, the first one." And I'm sure they'll give it to you. Here, Aaron is still here. What's up, Aaron? Do kids your age worry about the rise of AI and real Android technology like us old people do? I love you, Aaron. Or do you look forward to it? That's a great question, actually.
Yeah, I really look forward to it. I'm not scared. I'm really excited to see what the future comes with technology because it's already come such a far way already. So can't wait to see what happens next.
Oh yeah, where it keeps going from here. Like I can only imagine where it will go from here. A great question, Aaron, especially that the whole film has to do with this, and the whole underlying message here of, artificial intelligence, can it turn on us? And it just that it could be a reason for some parents to be less attentive with their children, and it's almost like a babysitter that you can just, all right, here, go play with your Android, and I'm going to go do whatever I do as a parent. So, I mean, it's great themes there that are explored in the movie too. So, I mean, that was a great question, Aaron. Wish I would have thought of that one, actually. Let's see here. We'll wrap up in a few. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Will Amie be dressing up as M3GAN at Monster Mania?
Maybe. We'll see.
Have to give you another mask, and then with the eyes and everything like that, then you can have two of them, and then you'll be like, all right, I got two masks now. So then you'll have two masks plus a blade, and your M3GAN collection will keep growing as time goes on. Let's see, this one we asked already. I'll blow through them quick. Are you a horror film fan, and did you enjoy your time in M3GAN? She absolutely enjoyed her time in M3GAN, and she is interested in horror going forward for sure. Let's see. Okay, Isabel here. Amy, could you tell us anything more about Sweet Tooth Season 2?
Not so far, no.
Nope.
Just wait.
And no, those are surprises, Isabel. Those will be all surprises when it comes out. See, Megan seems to be inspired by the classic Twilight Zone episode, Living Doll. You know, actually, Fred, I thought of that because that is a classic episode of the Twilight Zone. If you ever get a chance to see that, the Twilight Zone episode, Living Doll, you'll probably see, Amy, some resemblances to the idea of Megan and stuff, because it is a little similar. But I think Megan does a much better job. Well, obviously with the whole AI and stuff, but you can see some influence there, like for sure. To actually stare on a movie. No, will there be a website where we can buy autographs from Amie soon? That's all yours. Will there be a website that people can buy autographs from you, Amie, soon?
Maybe.
She's open to it, so maybe. No, maybe it's a possibility. Let's see. Homage to icons, and that's pretty much it. Michael Myers I can't see Michael Myers going up against Megan. That's just like a mismatched match, I guess, going up against them. But yeah, I mean, if you want to, Roisin, if you can hop in real quick, and I just want to say thanks to you also.
Hi.
That is in the future. This is Roisin. This is Amy's mother. Just the sweetest woman. Like, we've been talking for weeks, going back and forth, trying to figure this out, and it's been an absolute honor and a pleasure having you on, Amy, and just talking with you, Roisin, and just thank you guys so much for everything.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you very much for being here.
Oh, of course. I'm not the one to thank. I'm the one to thank you guys, because this has just been absolutely amazing. So it's just great to have everybody in the chat here. Thank you guys for coming in. Thanks for all the questions, and I hope you guys got your answers. And if you guys haven't seen it, get on it and watch M3GAN. I believe it's streaming now, right? Or it's somewhere online you can watch streaming. You know where? You can let them know. I don't either, so I can't let them know either. It's streaming somewhere, guys. So just type in M3GAN streaming on Google. That's the amazing thing about nowadays with technology. We got Google. You can just Google it in, you'll get the streaming information there. But even if you want to go see in theaters, go and see in theaters with the nice sound system and all that. But yeah, it's just, guys, can't thank you enough. Again, it's been such a fun time. And I'm sure all the people who stumble upon this after it ends live and it'll be up forever, they'll enjoy hearing everything from you also. But thank you guys again. And I hope you guys have a great day, night. I don't know what time it is over there. You guys are 16 hours ahead. So I'm just going to assume it's like morning or something like that. It's 8:30 here in New York. Okay, so close. I'll never be able to figure it out, because I had a friend that I would play video games with. He lived in New Zealand, and I always used to joke with him and be like, you live on Mars, because I don't know where the time is, the difference in time and everything. But does anyone have any last minute questions for Amy before we go offline here? Just people saying have a good day and night, and people are giving answers here. Prime Video and Apple Plus. Also YouTube that you can stream it. So yeah, there's a few options for streaming it for sure. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it. Sean says take care, everybody. Thanks, Sean, for being here, and thanks for everyone being in chat, and most of all, thanks to both of you. I can't say it enough. I'm gonna keep saying it until we end this. So yeah, if anything, I will keep promoting for Steven when you go on his channel, because like I said, he is just an amazing person, and you'll definitely have a lot of fun being on his channel and talking with him. But all right, guys. Thanks again so much, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for coming on, and thank you guys in chat. If you want to share this out and just keep hitting the like button, sharing it. That way, as many fans of Amie and of M3GAN can see this as possible. But I hope everyone has a great night or day, wherever you're from. And thanks, guys. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Have a great day.
Bye.
Goodbye.